Hi guys, welcome back to my video. If you're new here, my name is Bianca and welcome to my makeup and astrology channel, and this is just where I do my makeup and talk about astrology. Go check out my last video. That's where I did this face, my Uranus video that I posted last week. And yeah, so also follow my Instagram and Twitter. It'll be somewhere up on the screen. And I think that's all I have for my intro, and we can get into this video. So we're going to continue talking about the planets, and with this one we're going to talk about Neptune in particular. So we're going to talk about the glyph of Neptune, which is the crescent of soul descending into the cross of matter. It's kind of the interface between the spirit and the matter world, material world. My bad. So when it really looks like a trident. It looks like a trident. Definitely has a little C aspect to it. And basically the three prongs of the trident kind of symbolize the facets of consciousness. So you have one, the unconscious mind, so literally your subconscious, and then two, your everyday awareness, just how you go about the day, and then the third one is cosmic consciousness, consciousness for the collective, consciousness for everybody. I kind of want to reiterate that these are generational planets and these are outer planets. These are slower moving planets. So like with Uranus and kind of Saturn, kind of Jupiter, you don't really look at the sign that it's in. You really focus on the house and the aspects that this planet has. Also, outer planets are really focused more on the collective, but Neptune is in signs for years, okay? So it's definitely a generational thing. It's not a quick moving planet like how the moon, I used this example last time, but the moon is like 2 days in each sign. It's constantly changing. It takes a month to go through all the signs, approximately a month. So I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, just a little bit, because I'm moving my hands and y'all can't see my hand movements. Outer planets are definitely more focused on the collective and being more aware and transcending the bounds of the material. It's definitely trying to get you to the point of realizing and remembering that there's no individual without the collective and no collective without the individual kind of thing. It definitely wants you to understand that more and get out of these illusions that Saturn has placed on us in this physical world. So with that being said, the orbital cycle is 165 years. It takes 165 years to get in between each sign, like 14 years to get through each sign. So Neptune is like the ultimate creative force, ultimate potential for creation. It's definitely looking at reality and saying, like, remember that this is all an illusion. So like you can kind of do anything, you can kind of create anything. It really wants to dissolve all boundaries, all structures. It wants to dissolve these structures so that you can see the truth. It's also the ability to fantasize and dream, and like dream up your ideal, like ideal relationship, ideal world, just your ideal situation of whatever. It's really the unlimited and unimaginable possibilities of the universe, the unlimited and unimaginable possibilities of the universe, in that there are multiple realities happening at once. Maybe in a different universe, in a different reality, I said something else. Maybe I never even started a YouTube channel, you know? It's just all the different possibilities. So thing is, again, like breaking down these boundaries and really like coming to terms with it and just like melting this illusion, it can be hard if you don't want to, if you want to hold on to Saturn. It can be hard also if you just want to kind of live in this dreamland, or if you want to escape. Neptune is also kind of the planet of like addiction and drugs and escapism, just trying to escape reality and kind of just be in your head. But if it works well, you can use this kind of energy and transform it into creativity, and you can transform it into like art and photography and film. You know, it really wants us to lose our individual way of thinking and really just merge into group consciousness. Neptune is also associated with like mystical and spiritual experiences, also psychic abilities. Where Neptune is found is where you're most in tune with like the higher realm. You know, the thing is, like with Uranus, you have to know when enough is enough. So you have to know when enough is enough and you're not getting completely sucked into this ideal. You have to still have a firm ground in the physical, because we are on this physical world. Neptune is definitely representative of the collective dreams, because it's definitely what the collective kind of wants to, what the collective values and what the collective is going for, and what the collective works to bring to reality together. So I guess also another thing about Neptune is that it kind of wants to refine your qualities. It kind of wants to make things more perfect. Oh yes, it wants to make things more perfect. Now the thing is that refined doesn't necessarily mean better, because as you become more refined, you get more away from the original state, how things were. So that's kind of why Neptune gets that reputation of being false and gets that reputation of an illusion and mystifying people, because it's just constantly trying to improve itself and constantly trying to make small tweaks and changes and fix up this and fix up that you don't really know what's real anymore. Neptune really wants us to exceed the limits, excel, surpass, like just break out from the limits. And this idealism, this thought kind of deepens furthers the distance between dream and reality. And when there's a bigger distance, the thing is, Neptune is a self-sacrificer, a self-martyrer. They are going to sacrifice themselves, even though nobody asked them to. They will sacrifice themselves for the collective. They will sacrifice themselves to make this dream a reality. So you see how far this distance is. They're going to sacrifice themselves to make that dream become true. They have that powerful drive to self-sacrifice, but it leads to them being taken advantage of. People with strong Neptune influences are at risk for being taken advantage of, because they are so willing to give and not ask for anything, give and give because they think that that's what they're supposed to do. Especially in love, they will give of themselves to reach their romantic ideal of love. Neptune is kind of Venus on crack. I'm gonna just put it out there. It's kind of Venus on crack when it comes to love and beauty and art and all this other stuff. So like where Neptune is placed, like what house it's in, is kind of where you won't accept, you tend to not accept boundaries. So the thing is with boundaries, the Boundaries are for others and for yourself. It's so that you don't overstep, but also so that people don't overstep into you. So that's kind of where the whole getting taken advantage of plays a role. Again, with Neptune, they seek romantic love, seek the ideal romantic love that they've dreamt up in their head. The problem is that it can kind of lead to codependency. But it also has that very potential for like true unconditional love. Like no matter what you do, I'm still gonna love you. Neptune definitely has that potential. When Neptune is positively operating, it kind of gives the ability to bring inspiration to form. So that's definitely where they can have the ability to manifest their ideals and manifest their dreams to reality. Neptune definitely can bring that unconscious collective thought into the spirit, into the material world, into the physical. When it's negatively operating, it's someone that wants to live in their imagination, live in their dream, live in their la la land. That's not okay. That's not what you're supposed to do. When it's well placed, it can definitely have people be more gentle and compassionate. A visionary, definitely a visionary. A visionary. You know, definitely artsy, fartsy, arts music. When it's poorly placed, can definitely be addictive, escapism, prone to delusion. Again, just wanting to live in that fantasy land. It really wants you to move to the highest spiritual awareness possible. And wherever Neptune is, that's where you can tap into that. So yeah, I hope that explains it. I hope that you learned something. I hope that I taught you something new today. So go watch other videos because I have a lot of content and I have more content coming. So you might as well go ahead and watch those. While you're there, like, comment, and you might as well already subscribe. Like, subscribe right now. What are you waiting for? You might as well do it. I know that you want to. And I know that you want to see me next week, Wednesday. New videos every Wednesday. So I will see you guys next time.